Limpopo now, where the family of the late Tsakani Joseph, Smoking Joe Makaringe, who's a former WBC International, IBO International, and SA boxing champion who passed away after an attack in Johannesburg, remembers him as a devoted individual who cherished attending church. Makaringe, aged 52, succumbed to his injuries at the Charlotte Maxeke Hospital in Johannesburg this after being found critically wounded on the city streets. Retiring from boxing back in 2007 with a record of 30 wins and 4 losses, Makaringe's family spokesperson John Makaringe announced that he will be laid to rest in Giyani today. For more insights on this, let's take you live to our reporter Katlego Nyoni, who's on standby with an update for us. So Katlego, thank you so much for your time this hour. So can you provide more details for us on the circumstances surrounding the attack on the former boxing champion?
Good morning, Mxolisi, and to our viewers. Today we are in Giyani, where of course the boxing as well as the sporting fraternity is certainly mourning the loss and death of this welterweight champion, Tsakani Smoking Joe Makaringe. The funeral service is currently underway. It is a somber atmosphere. I'm going to let the family talk to those circumstances. We understand that he passed on at the Charlotte Maxeke Hospital, that is on a Thursday. I'm joined now, Mxolisi, by the family representative and spokesperson, Mr. John Makaringe. Mtate Makaringe, condolences to your family for the loss. Can you kindly take us through the type of man and sporting hero that Mr. Smoking Joe Makaringe was?
Yeah, Smoking Joe was a legend in boxing, and also actually is from a sports family. Because me, myself, I was a boxer, but an informal boxer, because I was using every limb, like the knee, every part of my body. We used to fight in the field called RDB. So Smoking Joe, they started fighting informally, even at a very tender age. I remember his first fight was against a young man called Soli Miambo at Majosi, 1978. So since ever then, he used to be a fighter. Myself, even if you look at my forehead, it's got corners. That is the signs of being hit by a fist. Because when you fight, it's a two-way traffic. You hit and you get hit. So he was a dedicated sports. He had passion in sports. Actually, like they were saying in the memorial service, he played many sporting activities. He played soccer. He used to be a defender, a very good one for that matter. And then he played karate at Malamlele, where he started boxing with the legend Cassius Baloi. So, to say a few ways, actually, he was a very dedicated sportsman.
And talk to us about the circumstances surrounding his death. We know it happened at Charlotte Maxeke Hospital on Thursday, and he was at the age of 52 at the time of his passing. Would you talk to us about that?
Thank you for asking that question. Maybe that is going to clear some air, because people, the doctors in the newspapers, they've already written his death certificate as somebody who died out of short illnesses. That is something unknown to the family. Actually, Smoking Joe, he left Giyani he was a religious person, by the way. So he left Giyani to Joburg on a Thursday, because he was going to for a prayer meeting with his church. That's where he used to live in Joburg. So, but he said he's going to visit his friends. One of them is Maguga, and then Cassius was also in the line, because he was bored. He thought of visiting those people. He went to Joburg on Thursday. When he arrived in Joburg, he phoned my mother. I mean, a young man as he is, he was orderly. He will tell the parents when he's arrived in a place. He said, "No, I've arrived in the place. I will be in a prayer meeting. Please relax." The following day, he phoned them again and said, "No, I'm still sorted. Please don't phone me. I'm still busy." Then, unfortunately, we received a call on a Monday, because he was in the hospital. They searched his pockets. They found something we call Spori. That's the cheapest phone, the safest fixed phone that nobody can ever steal from you. So that's why maybe it was remained in his pocket. So they found the last dialed number. It was my mother's number. They phoned that number, and then my mother received the call. Then they told her that there's a person here in the hospital who is unidentified. We don't know who's this person. Please come and help us to identify the person. Then because my brother lives in around Joburg, Tembisa, he swiftly went there same day. Then he could easily recognize him, because if someone is your blood, you don't even have to check the hidden part of the body. So he noticed that the man was in a very bad shape. Medically, he was semi-comatose. So they said, okay, since we know that is one of your brothers, okay, fine, we satisfied. And then he left. 2 days later, that was on a Wednesday, they went there with my sisters. There was my sister, Portia, Nare, and then there was my sister, Laki, there was my sister, Mukateko Chauke, and Keisha's Baloi was also a part of the delegates that went there to visit and see him. He was in a very bad shape. His glaucoma scale was very, very low. By that, what I mean, there was a heart beating without a soul. So, but they noticed that there was a very big scar at the back of his head. So that was very suspicious. Of course, the case of assault was opened, which was later opened as a case of murder, and then they gave us a case number. They did a postmortem. So the matter is still in the police, but it's a vivid case. It's a vivid. It doesn't need a blind man to see it. I mean, it's an obvious case of a murder.
He was attacked.
He was attacked. Yeah, he was attacked for whatever reason, nobody knows, because no one was there. That's why there was an opened case. So there's a case of murder that has been opened, that has been under investigation.
Mr. Makaringe, thank you very much for your time, and our condolences to your family, and thank you for clarifying the facts surrounding your late brother's death. I'm just going to also bring in one of the boxers who was the last person to one of the last boxers to fight with Joseph Smoking Joe Makaringe. This is in 2007, if I'm not mistaken. We see you have your IBO belt on you, and you were some of the sporting sort of colleagues that paid Mr. Makaringe visits quite a lot. I understand you played chess together at some point.
Oh yes, the brother. Thanks for giving me this opportunity once again, man. This is a belt that we last fought with. Joe last fought for. In fact, he stepped into the ring for the last time at the Emperor's Palace against me, and we fought for this belt. But the painful thing, man, is that all what I wanted to be done for him, in his honor, I couldn't realize it, and he did not realize it. Yes, it can be done, even now as he's gone, but it should have been much better, man, if things did work out well for his honor while he was still alive. Because I remember when I last went to his house, it was in 2022. We sat down and spoke a lot, tried to catch up, because it was the last time, we see each other, quite some time. And I simply said to Joe, the brother, I've got this an idea that I think will help make things better or well for you. I want to approach the municipality and see if whether they can help organize a boxing tournament that we will honor you as the Angel Promotions, and also and see whether they can also assist us in terms of providing a space that we can utilize as a boxing gym, where you're gonna also help nurture the younger ones, because I don't want your legacy to go just like that and vanish. I want you to pass on a knowledge to the younger ones, because there are so much that are in need of your knowledge, So, and the brother was so keen and was so happy about that, because and the whole idea that I had, while I was still alive was, okay, we host a boxing tournament yet in Giyani Community Hall, and of course, or whatever that will generate, of course, will go to him, because he couldn't work no more. So I believe that doing that for him, it should have been much better. And also having that boxing academy where you should have assistant the young talent, pass on his knowledge, should have been worked up much better. And if things did fall into space, hopefully things should have been much better, or should have been otherwise. But it happened as it happens now. We're bidding farewell for our brother. Of course, like with me, there's so much memories that will stuck with me forever. As much as you said, I've got a belt that we fought for. I won't forget Joe just like that. As much as I did not celebrate my victory against him, there is nothing to celebrate, about fighting my brother. And of course, as we're bidding farewell now, man, it brings back so much memories. Because remember, this is the man that we trained together as amateurs. I've learned a lot from him. I remember there's this other day when he came to the gym, and he said, I want to show you guys how to run. I want to show you how to do the road work. No one will leave me behind. I'm going to run fast and come back and wait for all of you. Because that's what we used to do on our daily basis, before we start training. We used to go and hit the road, and then we come back to the gym, and then wait for everybody to come back, and then we get inside the gym, and then we start working. And believe me, I was so inspired with how he outpaced us. And yeah, may his soul rest in peace, man. I'll miss him forever.
Thank you very much. That is Isaac Hlatshwayo there, who was the last boxer to fight with Smoking Joe Makaringe in 2007, painting their memories between the two of them that they shared, saying that it is a painful experience. Mr. Makaringe's brother there, John Makaringe, telling us that they have opened a case of murder and investigations are underway.